It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day one on a 3-day project in Leucadia, California. Andy and Dean contacted me a number of months ago to come evaluate their property, and as is my custom, I had them send me some pictures of the space before I committed to a consultation, and I was immediately hooked when I saw this property. It is so cool. It is over 100 years old. Andy and Dean have been here for many, many years. They have done so much work on this property. And one of the things that they have struggled with is this, for lack of a better word, grotto, this rock outcropping that was put in by the original builder over 100 years ago. This area right here used to be a screen porch, what is now their living room or their sitting room. And there was a pond up in this general area. As for all these other cutouts within this quarry of rock, I don't know what they were exactly. They don't know. But I am going to be planting succulents in all of these cutouts, and it is going to be spectacular. This is a multi-phase project, and before I take you up to show you the plants I ordered from Waterwise Botanicals, Wilson! Say hi to Wilson. Hi, buddy. Oh my goodness, bundle of energy. Okay, I want to show you this slope because we'll be tackling this next. This is almost a vertical drop. Now you can see that the client has planted Santa Barbara daisy. It's doing well, but they're not happy with it. So I suggested some agave attenuata would be wonderful thrown in here for some bulk, and some Portulacaria afra variegata. So if you've got a situation at home where you have almost a vertical slope, they installed some weed fabric, then they cut holes in the fabric, installed the 1-gallon Santa Barbara daisies, ran drip irrigation to it, and then put jute netting over top to kind of hold everything in place while these plants got their legs. Time to shop till we drop. I'm shopping for a project in Leucadia, which is a coastal community in San Diego County. So I am out here in the full sun pulling some really, really tough plants. I will also be pulling from the shade house where I can find some things that might be a little softer. Even though this installation is a full exposure, because it's so close to the ocean, I can get away with planting whatever I want. Oh, my pretty. Look at the puppy girl. Oh, puppy. Hello, pretty. Hi. You know, I feel like it's hot in Chula Vista as it is out here. We are making so much progress on day 2. This is the day that the guys are working out all of the irrigation, and Hannah and I are installing the tapestry. So we went to Oasis Water Efficient this morning, and because it's Leucadia and it's coastal, I was not limited in my choices. I can plant things like this agave bracteosa in full sun because this is full Leucadia sun, so it never gets that hot or that bright. We are experiencing some Santa Ana conditions right now, and it is in the mid-80s, but that's as hot as it's ever going to get. Check out this one-off that I got at Oasis today. This is a small agave. It is called Shitigera. I shit you not. Well, I shit you not. It's called Shitta Shidagera. Shidagera. I'm not done. Shira Ito no Oi. But it's worth it. Look at this thing. We have got so much going on. We have striations, much like a Victoria Reginae. We've got yellow margins like a quadricolor, and we've got filaments like filamentosa. So this is just the most exciting little agave. New introduction from Oasis Water Efficient Gardens. So yeah, we're going to continue on making magic here, and we'll update you in a minute.
Hi guys, good to be back, and look at me, I'm in front of the camera. I know a lot of you guys have been asking in previous videos how I do my irrigation for Laura's Tapestries. There's a couple ways that I do this. Most of the time when we go on projects, we have an existing irrigation system, or it's an existing lawn that's been taken out, and you see a lot of pop-ups. What I do most of the time is I will cap the pop-ups that I don't need, and I will replace the pop-up to convert to drip with one of these. Now, this is made by Rainbird. It looks like a regular pop-up, correct? But inside, what it does, you have a built-in pressure regulator that reduces the pressure from that line down to 30 psi coming out of it. Also, you have a built-in filter that's going to filter the water to take out all the sediments, so it prevents your little emitters from clogging. So what I do, I just replace one of the pop-ups with one of these, and you can buy these in a little kit from your landscape store or irrigation store, made by Rainbird. Comes with a couple fittings. All you have to do, screw these on top, voila, and stick your drip irrigation into this, okay?
Cactus planting, Laura Eubanks style. Just say when.
When?
Hell yeah.
Say hello to Pereskia grandiflora. This is a cactus, and it is native to Brazil. It can grow to 16 feet tall if you want it to. It is very, very tropical looking. It gets a beautiful violet colored flower on it. The thorns are vicious. So this is a wonderful screening plant if you want to keep predators or people out of your yard or away from your space. I can't imagine that animals would want to eat this plant either because of all of the thin thorns. But you can't tell it's a cactus till you get right up on top of it. Now, a couple of cultural tips on this plant. I've used it in the past and treated it like I do any other cactus or succulent. Just beat the heck out of it, you know, threw it in the ground, forgot about it, and it died. So it's a little tender. doesn't love being transplanted, so we actually dug a hole for this 15-gallon specimen and eased it out of its can and did not distress the roots in any way. You want to give it an opportunity to settle in before you water, and then treat it like any other cactus. Water it occasionally when you see it start to droop, but for the most part you can just ignore it. This girl is also hardy to 30 degrees, so she's good from about 9B to 11A. You can also eat the leaves. They are edible. So how's that for a bonus? It's a wrap in Leucadia. It's been 3 days. We've had help from Cullen the whole week. Hannah, Greg obviously has been here the whole week. Terry came in to help with finish work today. She's our pinch hitter. And she did these gorgeous pots that were very special to the client. They belong to her mother. So that's super exciting. This, you know, like I told you earlier in the week, this installation really interested me when the client sent photos of the design space. They've never been able to figure out what to do with this. And I took one look at it and it was just a no-brainer. Succulents, Avi, right? So we just filled up all of these pockets with tapestries, with some foundation plants. We staged a few boulders in some of the larger areas. Greg converted the existing irrigation to subterranean drip, which we will, the zone or the valve is on a 7-day cycle, so we're going to do 10 minutes once a week. The soil here is basically sand, so I am not at all concerned about things getting too wet. And we're also entering shorter days, cooler nights, and the plants are going to, many of them, will go into dormancy, some will come alive, but be nourished by the cooler temperatures and all of that wonderful mist from the cloud cover that is a marine layer that is here in Leucadia. The client had been collecting a number of plants over the months and years as they just recently got into a real passion for succulents. So I was able to pull some of their things into the tapestry areas as well. So this was an extremely rewarding project. I'm going to so enjoy coming back from time to time to see how it's developing. We're going to be doing many more phases here on this property and just bring in the succulent love. This has been Laura Eubanks reporting for Team DFS.